What are you doing over there? We live yet? Getting cheered. All right, Henry McClure live. It's the Tonight Show. The Tonight Show starring Henry McClure live. Hey, did you see where the President of the United States, and for those of you that aren't aware that Donald J. Trump is the president, I'm just letting you know. He just declassified the assassinations of three people: JFK, RFK, and MLK. Think about that. To whose benefit was it to keep those documents classified? To whose benefit was it over all these years? The insiders, the bureaucrats, the ones that are truly killing this country. Man, I'm telling you something. When you guys wake up, get unplugged from the matrix, and you see what it's like to have a business guy, a guy that knows business in there, you'll change who you vote for. And what it comes down to today, more than anything, it's Jetto votes. Jetto votes are where it's at. That's what it's all about. And I think I'll go live out on X. I don't know, maybe not. But listen, Jetto votes. Because Jetto is, that's the first step to really basically pulling to creating a consolidated government. But who do I think should be on Jetto? I think the sheriff should be on Jetto, and the treasurer should be on Jetto, and the treasurer of the county ought to have be working with the city, the chief financial officer of the city. Oh man, do you guys remember when Steve Wade was the chief financial officer of the city? There's so much. That's what I can't wait. Hey, elect me mayor, and I'll declassify the Steve Wade. I'll declassify the Steve Wade files. Poor dude. Hey, hello. Nice. Thanks for tuning in. Nice to see you. Glad to have you on the show. Oh man, that's funny, and I don't care who you are. Just think, hey, I'm telling you, think about having Henry McClure live in government. Broadcasting from my chair, whatever chair I'm sitting in. Man, we would know so much more about what really goes on in government. That's what I really liked about having Spencer here the other day. Just having a nice conversation. Ooh, I will be making a core. After I get off this, I'm going in to make a core request. Because what I want to request from the Jetto board is basically the AT&T notes. So I'll copy Go to Peak on it, and probably copy Pavarnak, since he's the ringleader of all that stuff. But I want to know how this AT&T deal went down. I want the statistics on what the rent's going to be, the statistics on the tenant the tenant allowance, but also I want to see what the discussion was amongst the mayor and old Kevin Crook. I want to hear what they Kevin Cook. Sorry, I digress, but it's just what I think. So because Cook and Padilla are having a conversation during the Jetto meeting, answer my message. I said hello. Somebody's talking. If you want to call in and have your voice heard on the show, go ahead. 785-383-9994. But they're talking about what took place in the board meeting of Go Topeka. And our government lacks transparency. Those notes should be public, but they should hold the board meeting basically in a place where anybody can come in. It should be a public meeting. They are deciding where millions of dollars of taxpayer money go. I'm telling you something on a scale. If you're educated enough to understand what Davos is, Trump called in to Davos by Zoom, and it was interesting to hear some of the ruling elite of the world, how they finally have caught on that Trump is changing the whole game plan for everybody, and it's all going to affect the people of America. It is not for Donald J. Trump. That's what I hate about this AT&T building deal. It's just to the benefit of the building owner. It's rotten. It stinks. It stinks. It's all bullshit. It's not going to grow the population, and it's not going to broaden the tax base. It's going to enrich the building owner. And we got to break it down. I'd still like to get the BioReality guy on. Hey, BioReality guy, why don't you tell us on camera how Molly let you down on the first deal? It's not all BioReality. He'll admit that he made some mistakes, but Molly had some of the responsibility of making that deal happen. And it ain't going to happen in 2.0 to the benefit of us, the taxpayers. Man, I tell you, I was looking at like a $1.7 million estate. I think that's what it was appraised at, with golf holes, tennis court, big gymnasium. We're subsidizing a private citizen so he can live like that, and we're taxing people out of our houses. You guys, you better wake up. Davos and that World Economic Forum is like the Greater Topeka Partnership. Laugh at me all you want, but we have a set of ruling elites that have a whole different set of rules. We're not smart enough. Oh, wait a minute here. Are you catching me? I don't know. We're not smart enough as citizens to take these guys on. Hey, okay, look, a decade of taxes not being paid at Lawrence Bay, but what it is, it's a decade of negligence on the government's part. The government is negligent and not trying to make a deal with probably one of the best deal makers we got in town. Who would make a deal? You know, you got to, sometimes you got to put people to the test. You literally do. You got to put people to the test. So what we need to be doing right now is we need to be foreclosing. We need to be suing for non-payment of all the infrastructure payments. And we should be doing that today. I hope the dude's getting his RHID and all this other stuff, but a decade's a long time. hey, I see things a lot clearer. A decade without alcohol running through my veins. But I'm telling you something. So these inconsistencies, they become a lot more prevalent. And I'm telling you something. I'm so sick of that little miscongeniality. Well, that doesn't create jobs. That doesn't create jobs. That doesn't create jobs. Chewing gum, smacking her gum. I'm sick of that. Let me tell you something. But but look, I've got legitimate reasons to be angry. You know why? Because it affects how I make a living. These guys, the ruling elite, fine. So we're never going to give Henry any deals. That's fine. Well, look, I want to get elected and make it sure. I want to make sure you never get any deals because I want to redirect all the money into our roads. Just stop right there. That's all we need to do. Look at the ballot. Look at the ballot. Economic development and all these roads, and we have a shortfall on all the roads, and we're going to rebuild the AT&T building, who has an industrial revenue bond. So look, I'm sick of it. I don't want to take it anymore. And we're going to have to elect people to our government that are willing to speak like this. I need about 10 more people that are willing to stand up. I'm serious. We got to take back control of our government. I'm watching the county commission right now, listening to it, and my guest today on the show said that I did speak too long down there. But I did archive all those. And if I took up too much time down there with public comment, oh well, so what? Because it's not going to get through that thick head of Cook. I'm telling you something. His head, he's it's gotten thicker over the years. And you know something, I'm angry. I don't like Kevin Cook. I do not like the guy because I just don't like the way he does things. So hey, that's the truth. He's my county commissioner, and I don't like him. Nope. That dude was put in my way to the benefit of the ruling elite here in this town. And you know something? Anytime anybody asked me, who are you voting for president? Donald J. Trump. I'm glad I voted for Trump. But you know something? I wish I would have. I wish I would have worked harder for him in Shawnee County. He should have. We need to find people that want to make America great again, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. That's what I really love about Trump and Bobby Kennedy. Hello, MD. How you doing? Hey, MD. Now, I hope are you downloading Mike Siegel's Instagram artwork? And you ought to see, MD, look at this website. MD, for those of you that don't know, he works for MCRE Media. But look at, go to M Siegel, MSIEGELART.com. This is one of our newest websites. It's this beautiful website that Jamie did. And what's really cool about it is like you can click on it and he's made all these, it's like the art is up in different vignettes. So you could like almost like look at the artwork as if it were in your home or in different locations. And the artwork really is beautiful. We'll be going out to LA here, I don't know, really soon. And we're going to get an art gallery open here in Topeka with Agape Village. I want to have some fun. You know, I don't want to just come here and bitch about the ruling elite. You know, and these really, Henry shoots himself in the foot again because I should be trying to sell artwork to these guys. But whatever, I'm just telling the truth as I see it. You know, you can disagree with people. That doesn't mean you have to really be an oddball for me to unfriend you on Facebook. And I do. I'll admit it. I friend anybody that, and I know some of these accounts are fakes and phonies, but you can never have too many friends, right? Well, MD, nice to have you tuned in. Uh, I was looking at the YouTube channel statistics, and we're growing that channel. You can find me on YouTube, and I subscribe to the channel. I need to get some viewers up because the more people I have viewed, I can start monetizing my website, and then I'll have the money to fight the ruling elite. Think about it. Think about it. I'm the guy who, and and I'm not going to take credit for it. I will I will thank my client, Blake and Sterling Scott, uh, and I'll thank John Parker and the Parker family at Mainline Printing, and I'll even thank Mace Siegel, Mike Siegel's nephew. But buying when Mainline bought the Gordman's building in 5 acres, we had the money to buy out the ground lease that the Mace Rich Company did in the 60s. And the reason Mace had to do a lot of ground leases because the New York Jew got mistreated in the Midwest. People didn't want to sell to him, but Mace is so smart, hey, just ground lease it for 99 years. You can write leases that give you I can write leases that give you the elbow room. Sometimes it's better to have a lease than to have fee simple. If you catch my drift. But I'm sick of being spoon-fed what the ruling elite says is what's what. I'm so proud of the deal making that I've done over the years. And sometimes deals are like pornography. You know it when you see it. And boy, sometimes when you see a bad deal, it's glaring. But this is coming from a 4th generation Topeka boy, born here in 1959. And think about it. Gage Boulevard, just down the street here, was a dirt road in 1959. We lived on at the corner of 19th and Oakley, and that was the sticks back then. I think it was 1845 Oakley. Jean Tierney was our neighbor. She lived across the street. All right. I've got some stuff to do, but I'm just so proud of Donald J. Trump making changes that benefit all of America. He's not doing it for any self-serving reasons. The deep state and the bureaucrats of this country are the ones that wanted to keep the assassination of John F. Kennedy, his brother Robert F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King silent, because it's going to come out they were inside jobs, all of it. Just like the assassination attempt on Trump, they were inside jobs. Man, has Dan Bongino been ratified yet? I can't wait. Hey, they're sending Rubio down right now to fix Jimmy Carter's mistake. We should have never gave away Panama. What's the benefit of giving away the Panama Canal? 39,000 Americans died building the Panama Canal. It was I think that was actually the largest infrastructure project ever done by the American people, and then we're just giving it away. Hey, we made a deal on it. I want to thank Janlyn today for coming in and talking about her cancer. And I'm actually going to start. I'm going to start on the stem cell regeneration. I'm going to become try to recreate my stem cells. This is going to be cool. Uh, besides being a ambassador to Dr. Gundry, and I just think, number one, I thank God for being here because of the miracle that happened on May 2nd, 2015. Amen. And then I thank God for Dr. Gundry for devoting his life to, understanding what our microbiome's all about and what we should be eating and not eating. And then it just seems like this is the icing on the cake, learning about these stem cells and the research. And man, I don't know what that water thing's going to cost. They say thousands of dollars. But I can feel a difference drinking that hydrogen water. And we've got to hydrate. And if they can infuse somehow these this water to make it like a way to do stem cell therapy through drinking water, I'm down. I'm in. Why not just make an investment? I could tell people you're going to have the only way to make Topeka work is you just got to be the last guy standing. Something you said this over the years, and we finally think you're right. But I'll tell you who's right and who's been right over the years is Howard Paul. And Howard Paul did so much good for this community and tried to make this community better. God bless you, Howard Paul. Amen. Well, what are y'all doing tonight? I kind of like getting out. It's cold. But to me, it like wakes up some sort of inner Neanderthal man. And I feel good about it. We've got to create an even playing field. This isn't about the advancement of Henry McClure. It's just about the advancement of the common person. If I'm able to make change, you'll be able to make change because you're going to get the same deal I'm going to get. And now it's the guy with the best idea and the best deal win. Not because you build a hotel downtown and not because you gave away money to Washburn. All the good doesn't mean, well, because you did all that, now the taxpayers now are going to subsidize a deal that you can't lose on. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to continue to do the good if you want to, or just shut up. But you don't get, the taxpayers of the city should never have to subsidize you. All right. That's all I got. Keep up the good work, MD. You're growing the YouTube channel. Someday we'll monetize that and I'll have more money to pay you and Jamie. And look at Mike Siegel's artwork, and also look at it on Instagram, because I'd really like to create some sort of movie. If we could download a lot of his pieces, I'd like to make a movie of his artwork and get it out there. Okay, Henry McClure Live. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Tonight Show, coming to you live from the Glass Houses studio, which is part of the Ryan Mowinkle empire of commercial real estate, where I have just down the hall 1,084 feet for lease. Come talk to me about it. I'm live. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all. Good night.